Hello everyone, I welcome you all in our YouTube channel, official YouTube channel of Brilliant Public School. And today we will discuss about class 9th history lesson number 2, that is Russian Revolution, and this is revision lecture is going on. Fine. So first of all, this chapter we have to understand with the timeline chart. So we will make one very solid important timeline chart. So I will request you all to make this timeline chart in your notebook also. So let's start this lecture. So here first of all now our timeline, as you can see here we have written here Russian Revolution revision timeline. So our timeline will start from 1894. Here I am writing it. You also make in your copy 1894. Once we will make the timeline, then one by one I will tell each and every events in detail. Okay, so 1894 we have to start. After that the next very important year is 1898. Okay, write with me. First of all 1894, then 1898 you can see. Then after that we have 1903. Then we have the next very important year, that is 1904. Then after that we have the next very important year, that is 1905. Then we have 1906 to 11. Then after that we have 1914. Then I will write events also. First of all, write all the particular important years in this chapter. Then we have 1917. After that we have 1918 to 21. Then 1922. Okay. After that we have 1924. Then 1920. 9, and after that 1927 to 33. Fine. So this is the particular time period that we have to remember. 1927 to 1920. 1927 to 1932. Remember, 1927 to 1932. Fine. So these are the year. Once again, I am repeating. First of all, 1894 you can see. Then the next year is 1898. After that we have 1903, then 1904, 1905, 1906 to 11, 1914, 17, 18 to 21, 22, 24, 29, and the last one is 27 to 32. Okay. So now this entire year we will discuss one by one. It will be very interesting if you will pay proper attention. Through this revision only your complete concept from this chapter will be extremely clear. Okay. So let's start. So here in this particular one we have we have to discuss about king. I will tell about him everything. Fine. After that here we will discuss about one political party will be there, that is known as Russian Social Democratic Workers Party. I am writing short form because here we have the space problem. So Russian Social Democratic Workers Party will discuss in 1898. After that the next very important year is here we will discuss about this Russian Social Democratic Workers Party will bifurcate into two parts. I am writing here. This Russian Social Democratic Workers Party will bifurcate into two parts, and it will be known as Bolsheviks and Mensheviks. Bolsheviks and Mensheviks. Bolsheviks and Mensheviks. So right now you noted down all these important events, Bolsheviks and Mensheviks. After that in 1904 we will discuss about Russo-Japanese War. So here I am writing it, Russo-Japanese War. After that here 1905 we have, here please write that we will discuss about one very important topic from this chapter, that is Bloody Sunday. Okay, what we will discuss? Bloody Sunday we will discuss. Then 1906 to 1911 we will I'll tell you this short story about the prime minister who was there in this particular time period. Prime minister whose name was Stolypin. So Prime Minister, I'll tell you. So after that, the next one is 1914. So you all know from 1914, World War One is started. So please write here World War One started from this particular period, 1914. After that, 1917 is the biggest and most important year of the entire timeline, because this is the exact year of the Russian Revolution, है ना? So when Russian Revolution took place, so remember Russian Revolution took place in which year? 1917 only. So I am just highlighting this particular year here. You can see Russian Revolution took place in 1917. So out of this entire year, the most important year is 1917 only. Russian Revolution took place in this year, and this Russian Revolution took place in two phases. That is the Feb Revolution, Feb within 1917, Feb and October, है ना? Feb and October Revolution it is called as. Now the next one we have 1918 to 21. So 1918 to 21, what happened? Civil War. What happened 1918 to 21? Civil War took place. Civil War took place from 1918 to 21. After that Civil War, the new country will be formed, on the basis of one philosophy. I'll tell you about that philosophy. And name I'm just now telling you, that is socialism. In this chapter we will discuss about the socialism. So here the name of the new country is USSR, है ना? I'm just writing here USSR. USSR full form is Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. Okay, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. I'll tell everything. What is the meaning of Soviet? What is the meaning of socialist? What is the meaning of republic? Everything I'll tell. Okay. As I told you, this is the new country on the basis of socialism. So here one S stand for socialist, as you can see here. What is socialism? Everything I'll tell you. Right now, first of all, we are focusing on making this timeline. After that, you see 1924. So 1924. Here in this entire chapter, one very very important famous leader will be there, whose name will be Vladimir Lenin. Okay. So Vladimir Lenin died in this particular 1924, and he will be succeeded by Joseph Stalin, है ना? So Lenin will die and Stalin will come in his place. So we will simply write here Lenin will die and Stalin will come. Who will come? Stalin will come. Okay. So this is about 1924. After that, Stalin will bring so many important policies. So one such policy will be called as, here I am writing it, one such policy is known as collectivization. Always remember everyone, collectivization, very very important, collectivization. And the even bigger and the most famous one is this one, that is known as 5-year planning, है ना? So this was the most famous policy that was launched here, that is 5-year planning. And even India, when India will get independence, we will also follow the concept of this 5-year planning. So this is the complete chapter. We have to discuss one by one in detail, है ना? So just in short I am telling you everything. See here, king we will discuss, whose name will be Tsar Nicholas II. Just understand this short story here. After that, the entire chapter will be over. So here, the name of the king was Tsar Nicholas. Okay, Tsar Nicholas II. Tsar Nicholas II was the name of the king. Fine, Tsar Nicholas II. So this king was very unpopular king, because he was not taking policies for the people, and he was only working for the rich people, nobles, and he was not thinking about the workers, peasants, laborers, farmers. That is why he was very unpopular. Fine. To oppose king, there was one party that was known as Russian Social Democratic Workers Party. We'll discuss about that. But due to ideological differences, this party was bifurcated into two parts, that is Bolsheviks and Mensheviks. Remember, Bolsheviks believes in dictatorship, whereas Mensheviks believes in democracy. And here the leader will be Vladimir Lenin. Can you see here? Vladimir Lenin, I have written here. So Vladimir Lenin was the biggest leader of the entire movement, entire Russian Revolution. So here Vladimir Lenin you must remember. And Mensheviks, I'll tell you, Mensheviks later we will discuss about that. So you keep in mind about these two very important, group political party, that is Bolsheviks and Mensheviks. After that, due to some resources, they both country wanted to take over those resources. That is Russia and Japan. That is why they both, fought together and war took place between these two countries. And ultimately, who won? Russia lost and Japan won. Russia was the largest country in terms of area. Today also it is the largest country. And Japan was very small country, but then also Japan people were very good in terms of willpower and skill and technologies. That is why Japanese have defeated Russia, and we will discuss about this in detail. Okay, after that what happened? Russia, once they have defeated, so the farmers, the peasants, the workers, they were suffering a lot. Fine, so that is why they were demanding something from the king. But instead of listening to the workers' demand, king has given order to kill so many innocent workers. And since so many people were killed, so many workers were killed, and the day was Sunday. That is why it was called as Bloody Sunday. In detail, I'll tell you. Okay, don't worry. After that, people insisted their demand, and finally, one parliament was set up that was called as Duma. So remember here, we should also write one very important thing, that is Duma. है ना? So Duma was the name of Russian parliament. After that, we will discuss about the prime minister also. Then after that, 1914 World War I started. So World War I, there was basically two groups were there. So I'll write here two groups were there. So one group name was Allied Power, है ना? One group name was Allied Power, and second group name was Central Power. Fine. Remember, Allied and Central, two groups were there. I'll tell you how many countries were here and how many countries are here. One thing I'm just telling in beginning, that Allied Power won the World War I and Central Power lost the World War I. Na? This you must remember. Okay. After that, you see 1917. See, in this Allied Power, Russia will be also there. And because of the war, so many losses were there in Russia. That is why people were not happy. They were suffering a lot. That is why what happened? Feb Revolution happened. So Feb Revolution and October Revolution, I'll tell you in detail. Because of Feb Revolution, this Tsar Nicholas II period will be over. Means monarchic system will finish in 1917 in Russia. After that, October Revolution will take place, and once after October Revolution, can you see these Bolsheviks? So this Bolshevik will start controlling the entire Russia, but still some people were there who were opposing these Bolsheviks. This you can see Mensheviks were there against Bolsheviks, है ना? And some other particular people will be there who are supporting still the monarchic system. That is why what will happen? Civil war will happen. So civil war will happen between the people who are supporting Bolsheviks and the people who are supporting king, है ना? So I hope civil war is also over. Civil war will last for a couple of years, and finally in this civil war, who will win? The Bolsheviks will win, and the leader of the Bolsheviks, as I have told you, who was the leader? Lenin, है ना? So Lenin will form new country on the basis of socialism. Socialism, what it is, I'll tell you in detail. Okay, so new country will be formed, which will be known as USSR, that is Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, and this was the first country in the entire world on the basis of socialism, है ना? Again and again this term is coming, socialism. So one thing I'm telling about socialism, socialism means sharing the resources equally in the society. This one particular line you must remember, although we will discuss in detail, है ना? What I said, sharing the resources equally in a society is known as socialism, है ना? So Lenin has formed this country, that is USSR, on the basis of socialism, where everything will be controlled by government and there will be no private property. Fine. Here, but after 2 years, Lenin died, and who came in his place? Stalin. What is the full name? Joseph Stalin. So Joseph Stalin came in place of Lenin, and Stalin was also a very strong leader, and he will bring some very important reforms and policies, such as he brought one policy which was known as collectivization, where he will collect the land from the rich owners, peasants, landowners and peasants, and he will distribute to everyone. Fine. So that is collectivization, and the 5-year planning we will also see at last. So this is the complete overview what I have given to you all. Now we will discuss one by one.